Hello and welcome everyone to the Invigorating series, class 13. In today's class, we're going to again challenge ourselves. So get ready, have your brick, bolster, blocks. We need a belt as well, and we need a chair. And I'm sitting on my blanket. Let's get started. Sit with your legs crossed, toes pointing forwards, press your legs down, and now lift your hands up to the ceiling. So stretch your arms up, waist back, lift your chest. But keep pressing the buttock bones down. So your legs, when you take your hands up, your legs want to go up. So resist that and press the legs down. Keep your hands lifting and now push your dorsal in. And now keeping the chest lifting, release the hands down. Place your palms at the sternum bone. Close your eyes and breathe through the nose. Take your attention inwards. Keep pressing the buttock bones down. And now take your attention to the bottom of the spine, to the buttock bones, to your coccyx, to the tailbone. And lift your spine from there. Stretch the spine through the lumbar spine, dorsal spine, and towards the crown of the head. So lift the whole body up, keeping the legs pressing down. Keep pressing your palms into the sternum bone, releasing the shoulders down. And now take a deep inhalation. Keep lifting the spine. So see how much you dropped the chest when you took the attention away from stretching the spine. Bring the attention back to the chest, lift the chest, release the shoulders down, release the legs down. And now extend the back of the neck, bow your head, release the hands down onto your thighs. Inhale, lift your neck, your head, exhale and open your eyes. Let's come to standing. Stand in Tadasana in the middle of the mat. And now lift your chest up again. Press your buttock bones in, grip your hips, pressing the inner legs together. So press from the inner ankles, inner knees, inner thighs. So remove the gap between the thighs, press the legs together and stretch your arms down. And now take your arms out to the sides, stretch your hands to the sides, turn your palms to face the ceiling. And we're going to Virabhardasana again. So lift your chest up. When you lift your hands, remember to press the toes firmly down onto the mat. And now take your arms down and just look at your toes. Lift the toes up towards the ceiling. Bring your big toes together and spread the rest of the toes onto the mat. So keep lifting the kneecaps up. Push the thighs back. Lift the whole of the spine again from the buttock bones. Keep stretching the hands down and go to Virabhardasana again. So stretch your arms out to the sides, turn your palms to face the ceiling and lift your arms up. Your elbows are drawing towards each other. Release the shoulders down. Take your hands back by your ears. So sustain that pose. Keep lifting from the pubic bone towards the breastbone. So keep lifting your arms up and now release the hands and interlock your fingers now. So we're going to Baddhakonasana, roll the palms out, draw the elbows in and again lift your hands up. So keep lifting the hands up, bringing the elbows in, Release the shoulders down. Keep pressing the thighs back, the kneecaps lifting, so the legs are still in Tadasana. And now when you look at your fingers, they should be parallel to the ceiling, to the sky. So keep lifting the hands, but draw the shoulders down. Lift the chest. And now release the arms down. And now interlock the fingers the other way. Turn the palms again out. Draw the elbows in, and now lift the hands up. So keep lifting the palms up to the ceiling, lifting the chest. Press the thighs back. Move the elbows in. So release the shoulders down. Still the legs are in Tadasana. So press the toes down, press the kneecaps into the knee, press the thighs back. And now press your buttock bones in and lift your hands some more. So keep lifting the hands, pressing the legs down, lifting the chest. And now release the hands down. And now you might need your belt for Gomukhasana, but we practiced it without the belt. So let's try it without the belt. Stretch the arms out to the side and now turn the palms to the ceiling. Lift the right arm up to the ceiling, bend the right elbow, and see if you can bring the hand down the spine on its own. If not, help yourself with the other hand. So see if you can bring the hand further down the back, and now stretch the arm out to the side, roll the shoulder forward, and see if you can clasp the hands. So clasp the hands behind the back, have the firm clasp, so bring the left hand up the back, right hand down the back, keep stretching the chest up towards the ceiling. So keep lifting the right elbow up towards the ceiling, draw the left elbow down, and keep lifting the chest. And now stretch your arms out to the sides, and now we're going the other way. So now turn the left palm up to the ceiling, draw the right hand, take the left hand up to the ceiling, bend the left elbow, and now take the left hand down the back as much as you can. So you can use the other hand to do that. And now stretch the right arm out to the side, turn the shoulder forward, and now take the hand back and clasp. So see if you can clasp the hands behind the back, pressing the knuckles into the dorsal spine, lift the chest. Your legs are still in Tadasana. So keep moving the right hand up the back, the left hand down the back. The left elbow is facing the ceiling. And then last of all, release the shoulders down. And now release. And stretch your hands down. And now let's do it again. So stretch your arms out to the side, turn the palms to face the ceiling, lift your right hand up to the ceiling, bend the right elbow, and see if you can draw the hand down the back as much as you can, lifting the elbow, and now turn the left shoulder forward, take the hand behind, and clasp. So now it should be a bit easier. You should be able to take the hands further up the back, press the knuckles into the trunk, into the dorsal. Keep your legs in Tadasana, press the buttocks in, keep your legs straight, and keep lifting the right elbow up. And now release. And let's do the other side. So turn the palms to face the ceiling, stretch your left hand up to the ceiling, bend the left elbow, and draw the hand down the back. Stretch the right hand out to the side, turn the right shoulder forward, take the hand back, and clasp again. So see if you can clasp the hands as much as possible without using the belt. Press the knuckles into the back, press the dorsal spine in, and push the chest forward. So keep the legs together. Keep the left elbow moving towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And now release the shoulders down and release the hands. And just keep the hands stretched to the sides. Roll the shoulders forward. Join the palms behind the back and lift the fingers up to the ceiling. Wriggle the hands up the dorsal spine. So we're going to Paschimottanasana straight away. So that should be much easier now once you've freed the tension in your shoulders with Gomukhasana. So keep wriggling the hands up the back. Press the palms into the back and the heel of the palms into each other. So still, you're in Tadasana, waist back, tuck the buttocks in, keep lifting the whole front body up. And see how long you can keep the hands in Namaste. So keep pressing the palms into each other, draw the shoulders down, lift the chest up. Keep pressing the thighs back, the kneecaps are lifting, and the toes are pressing firmly into the mat. And now release the hands, stretch the hands out to the side, turn the palms to face the ceiling, and once again, lift the hands up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. So we're going to Virabhardasana, elbows in, release the shoulders down. And now stretch the hands to the side, and again, roll the shoulders forward, join the palms behind the back, roll the fingers up towards the ceiling and wriggle the hands up the back. So see if it's much easier now to do that. Once you've done it already, press the palms into the back, press the heel of the palm into the other palm, and keep your legs straight. So still the chest is pushing forward, waist back, tuck the buttocks in. Remember your shoulders are releasing down. And now with that, take the elbows back and see if you can press the palms into each other some more. So take the elbows back and now still pressing the palms, bring the elbows back forward. So keep stretching the chest, pushing the palms into the chest. And now release and stretch your arms down. And now we're going to do a short vinyasa. So we're going to combine Trikonasana, Parsvakonasana and Virabhardasana 2 on each side. So have a brick if you need it for Parsvakonasana. And now stretch your arms to the side, take your hands back and open the chest, keep lifting the chest. And now bring the palms to the chest, bend your knees, jump or step your legs wide. So remember, if you have a knee problem, don't jump, step the legs. And now turn the left foot in, the whole of the right leg out. Keep the right heel aligned with the left instep. Turn the chest to face forward and now stretch the trunk to the right. So keep stretching the hand to the right first and now drop the hand onto the calf, left hand up to the ceiling. So stretch both sides of the trunk, turn the chest to face forward to face the ceiling. Press both kneecaps into the knee. And now from there, bend the knee and swing your trunk to the right. Place your hand onto the brick. And if you need to go further forward with the knee, with the foot, so to keep the shin vertical, do so. Stretch your left arm up to the ceiling and now turn the arm in its own socket and stretch it to the right. So press the right knee back, right buttock in, press your hand into the brick and turn the chest to face forward. Have your left hand by the ear. So when you look up, you shouldn't be have your left hand by the ear. So when you look up, the hand should be behind the nose. Stretch the hand, stretch the whole left side of the trunk and lift the inner left thigh back so you're not sinking down. And now from there, lift up to Virabhardasana 2. So keep your trunk vertical, stretch the hands to both sides. And today we're going to go to the full pose. So look at your right palm. Press the whole left leg down. And now inhale, come up. Face your feet to face your feet forward and take your hands onto your hips. Let's go to the other side. So take the brick to the left and let's do the vinyasa on the left. So have your hands onto your hips. Take the right foot in, the whole of the left leg out. Have your left heel in line with the right instep. And now turn the trunk to face forward. Stretch your arms out to the side. and stretch the trunk to the left. So take the hand to the left first, and now drop the hand onto the calf, lift the right hand up to the ceiling, and stretch both sides of the trunk to the left. Press your kneecaps into the knee, keep the legs straight. So Trikonasana, and now we're going to Parsvakonasana. So bend the knee, swing the trunk to the left, place the hand onto the brick. You might need to go wider, and now keep the right hand up facing the ceiling. Press your hand into the brick, left hand into the brick, and turn the chest to the ceiling some more. And now turn the right arm in the socket and stretch it to the left. Press the right knee back, right buttock in. So keep stretching the whole right side of the trunk. Press the right outer foot into the mat, stretch the right hand towards the left. And now when you look up, your arm should be behind the nose, it should be by the ear. And last of all, drop the hips. And now come to Virabhardasana 2 from there. So lift the trunk up, the trunk is vertical, press the right outer foot into the mat, stretch your arms to the side. So again, keep pressing the left knee back, left buttock in, and drop the hips if you can. And now inhale, face your feet forward and jump your legs together. And now we're doing Virabhardasana 1, followed by a new pose today, Virabhardasana 3. So we're going to do Virabhardasana 3 at the wall, but let's do Virabhardasana 1 first. So hands to your chest, bend your knees, and now jump or step your legs wide. Stretch the hands to the side, and now turn your left foot well in, the whole of the right leg out. And again, turn your left hip to face forward, keep your legs straight, turn the trunk towards the right leg. And now stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Waist back, buttocks in, and now bend the right knee and make a square. Keep the left foot pressing firmly into the mat. Keep turning the trunk towards the right leg. And now see if you can bend the knee some more, keeping the shin vertical. Keep lifting the hands up to the ceiling, turning the chest towards the leg. And now keeping your hands up, come up, turn your feet to face forward, and now let's go the other way. So right foot in, the whole of the left leg out. So lift your hands up to the ceiling, press the right outer foot into the mat, keep your legs straight. And now turn the trunk towards the left leg. If you need to go wider, do so. So keep the shin vertical as you bend your knee. So I need to go wider here, pressing my right foot down all the time. And now turn the trunk towards the left leg, bend the knee some more and drop the hips. Keep stretching the hands up to the ceiling. Your right hip is still turning. And now inhale and come up and come back to the center, come back to Tadasana. And now we're doing Virabhardasana 3. So let me show you the full pose first. You need to stand at the side of the wall of the mat, so you've got space to go forward. We're starting from Virabhardasana 1, and then hopping in with the leg, going forward. So this is Virabhardasana 3. So you've got the wall there to support yourself. So you need to stand closer to the wall in order to do the pose. So I'm going to bring my mat closer to the wall. And let's start with the wall. So have your right leg to the wall. So you should have enough distance to support yourself. I'm a little bit too close, so I need to move my leg away. Keep your legs wide, so you're still on the mat. Have your hands on your hips. Turn your left foot in, the whole of the right leg out. So turn the hips to face forward, and just like you do Virabhardasana 1, turn your trunk to face the right leg. Press the left heel down. And now lift your hands up to the ceiling, bend the right knee, and keep the left foot onto the floor. So drop your hips, and now from there, turn the left heel to the ceiling. So turn the foot, turn the heel to the ceiling, and now stretch your trunk along the thigh. The left hip should be moving down now towards the mat, and now hop in with the left leg, straighten the right leg, lift the left leg, and come to Virabhardasana 3. So if again you're too far away from the wall, you need to move away so that your right leg is vertical. Keep your left leg lifting, keep pressing your hands into the wall. Your chest is facing the wall, and now stretch the toes of the left leg back. Your head is in between your shoulders. Your head is in between your upper arms. And now bend the right knee and come back to Virabhardasana 1. And turn your trunk to face forward, turn your feet to face forward, and release the hands down. Let's go to the other leg. So now you need your left leg at the wall. So I'm going to turn my back to you. And now turn the right foot in, the whole of the left leg out. So now your left leg is facing the wall, your trunk is facing the left leg. Your right heel is still pressing down into the mat. And now lift your hands up, bend the left knee, and make a square. Keep the right foot pressed into the mat, keep the trunk turning towards the left leg. Stretch the hands up to the ceiling, waist back, and now stretch the heel, the right heel towards the ceiling. Take the trunk forward, stretch it along the thigh. So now your right heel is lifting. Hop in with the right leg, straighten the left leg, and go to the wall. So now your right hip is turning towards the mat. Your hips should be level in this pose. Stretch the right toes back and have your ears in between your upper arms. So keep pressing into the wall, lifting the right leg up, turning the right hip down. And now exhale, come back to Virabhardasana 1, and inhale and come up. So we're going to practice that pose in the coming weeks, and we're going to have a go away from the wall. And now we're going to Paschimottanasana, hands in namaste. If you cannot hold the namaste, and now we're going to Parsvakonasana, hands in namaste. So if you cannot do Paschimottanasana, hold your elbows behind. So this is a preparation stage where you draw your shoulders down, when we've done it already. Otherwise, have your hands in namaste. So stand in Tadasana in the middle of the mat, stretch your hands out to the sides, roll your shoulders forward, and now take your hands behind you, turn the fingers up the back, and wriggle the hands towards the dorsal spine. So see how much you can bring the hands up the back, and we're going to hold them throughout the pose. So now take the legs wide, lift the chest up, press the thighs back, press the kneecaps into the knee, and now turn the left foot in, the whole of the right leg out. Turn your left hip to face forward, turn your trunk towards the right leg, and now stretch your chest up, press the hands into the back, waist back, buttocks in, and now stretch your trunk forward. Turn your left hip to face the floor. Keep the back concave, and now press the hands into the trunk, and now go all the way down. So see if you can go down, stretch your trunk along the right leg. So keep moving down, pressing the hands down the back. And now inhale, come up. Turn your feet to face forward. Hold the hands in namaste. So refresh the pose. Take the hands up the back again. Press the palms into each other. And now Turn the right foot in, the whole of the left leg out. Turn your right hip to face forward. Keep your legs straight. Turn the trunk towards the left leg. Stretch your chest up, and now stretch the trunk forward. Be in concave back. Keep your legs straight. Press the hands into the back, and now extend the trunk along the left leg. So stretch the waist, the chest, and then the head along the left leg. Press the hands into the back. And now inhale, come up. Turn your feet face forward. And now release the hands and bring your legs together. The next pose is Padottanasana, so you might need a block for your head if you can't go all the way down. Start from Tadasana in the middle of the mat. Lift the chest, hands to your chest, bend your knees, and now step or jump your legs wide. So as wide as the mat. Place your hands on the waist. Take your elbows back, and now again, lift the front body from the pubic bone towards the breastbone. Release the shoulders back and down. From there, press your outer feet into the mat and lift your inner ankles. So you're lifting the whole of the inner leg towards the outer leg. And keep that lift. So your legs are straight throughout the pose. And now go to concave back. So we've done that already. Stretch the chest forward. Lift the waist back. So you're still long in the lumbar. And now from there, release the trunk down. So if you need the block, take the block now and take the head down. So bring your elbows in. Have your elbows parallel to each other. Keep your legs straight. Move the shoulders up the back. So have the space between the neck and the shoulders. Keep your legs straight. Keep pressing the outer feet into the mat, lifting the inner ankles. So keep that lift throughout the pose. Press the kneecaps into the knee. Move the elbows in some more if they are not parallel to each other. Keep the pose. Remember that in this pose you're also stretching the trunk. So if you jumped, you need to bring your legs closer together. So keep the pose, keep refreshing, the stretching the legs, pressing the kneecaps into the knee, lifting the buttocks up. So stay there for as long as you can, releasing the trunk down. You're on the crown of the head. And now inhale, come back to concave back. And now place your hands flat onto the mat, bend your knees and jump your legs together. And from there, we're going to Adho Mukha Svanasana to Uttanasana. So stand at the back of the mat. Take your feet hip width apart. And now place your hands onto the waist. Move your elbows back. Lift the chest. And now with straight legs, release the trunk halfway down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. So we're going to Uttanasana first. And now if you can, with straight legs, walk the hands forward. Keep the heels down for as long as you can. Press into the hands, press into the heels, and lift your buttocks up. Keep your head in between the upper arms, lifting the waist, lifting the ribs towards the spine. So you're not sinking down. And now last of all, roll the upper arm out. But keep pressing the thumb into the mat. So your hands are flat, your fingers are spread. And again, press into the hands, press into the heels, and lift again. And now from there, see if you can jump forward or step forward to Uttanasana. So stay with concave back. Feet are hip width apart still. Keep looking forward. The chest is stretching forward as well. And now exhale, take your hands by the ankles, by the outer ankles, and stretch the trunk forward. Lift the kneecaps up. Lift the buttocks up. And now press the palms down, press the heel of the palm down, and bring the trunk closer to the legs. Release the head down. And now inhale, come up. Come back to concave back, hands underneath your shoulders. Place your palms flat onto the mat, and now bend your knees, jump back or step back to Adho Mukha. So press the heels down again, press the palms down and lift your buttocks up. Keep your legs straight, keep your arms straight, roll the upper arms out. And now from there, see if you can walk your hands back with straight legs. So come back to concave back, lift your chest forward. You can have your fingers cupped or you can place the palms flat on the mat. Remember to keep the back concave, okay? So if your back is not moving in, keep your fingers cupped. And now from there, take your hands back and release the trunk down. So again, pressing the palms into the mat, releasing the trunk down, lengthening the back of the neck. Keep your legs straight, keep the buttocks lifting. And now inhale, transfer your hands onto your hips and come up to Tadasana. For the next pose, you need a bolster and you need a chair. So we're doing Adho Mukha Paschimottanasana on the chair. So be careful with the chair, really. Okay, so have your knees bent, shins parallel to the floor. Bring your toes in to start with. And now from there, with the bent knees, lift your arms up to the ceiling. So from the bottom of the chair, so start stretching the arms up, pressing the buttock bones down and waist back. Lift the chest, release the hands down, but keep lifting the chest. So we're keeping that stretch of the front body throughout the pose. And now straighten the legs, keep the legs closer to each other so you can place the bolster onto the legs. And now start stretching the trunk along the bolster. Your heels are tucked in, toes are facing towards the ceiling. So remember you're sitting on the front edge of the chair. And now inhale, stretch the chest forward, and exhale, stretch the trunk along the bolster. So you can hold the toes to start with, if you can reach them, and then take your hands to the outer feet. And again, stretch the trunk and now release the trunk down. So you're stretching the sides of the trunk, releasing the shoulders away from the neck and the head. So keep your legs straight. Press the kneecaps into the knee. Keep your legs straight. Keep pressing the kneecaps into the knee, stretching the trunk along the bolster. So pull onto your outer feet and bring the trunk closer to the legs. Keep your legs straight. And now inhale, come up. And now just put the bolster away, bend the knees, and from there, hold the sides of the chair, lift the chest up. So lifting the chest, and now take your hands up to the ceiling, and again stretch your arms up. So keep that length. Remember that your body is still stretching. So you need that stretch for the sitting poses and the forward bends, and let's move on to the sitting poses now. We're starting from Dandasana, so you might need your belt to hold the feet. You also might need to sit higher, so have your blanket nearby. And sit on the block, keep your legs together, and we're going to hold the toes now. So take the hands to the toes and see if you can extend the trunk, concave back, holding the toes. Otherwise, use the belt. So hold the belt and keep moving the chest forward. So I'm holding the toes, releasing the shoulders forward, chest forward. And from there, let go of the toes, lift your hands up to the ceiling. Concave back, waist back, push the chest forward, press the legs down. And now with that, stretch of the chest, release the hands down. And now we're going to Virasana. So sit on your block. We're going to do variations in Virasana, so you need your block to start with. Place it in between your ankles, join the knees and press the ankles into the support. Okay, so just kneel up a minute, and before you go down, pull the calf flesh back and out. Okay, so we're protecting the knees. Remember, if your knees are hurting, you're going to need a belt behind the knees. Okay, and also you need to sit higher. So you're going to use the support as necessary for you. I'm going to do it without the belt. So sitting in Virasana, press the inner ankles into the support, press the shins down, keep your knees together as much as you can. And now lift your hands up to the ceiling. So stretch your arms up, push the chest forward, move the dorsal in, waist back. And now release the hands, but keep lifting the chest. And now interlock your fingers in front of you, roll the palm out and move the inner elbows closer to each other. And now lift your hands up to the ceiling. So stretch up, straight hands, release the shoulders down, keep lifting the chest, move the waist back and press the buttock bones into the block, into your support. Keep stretching the hands. If you look at your fingers now, your fingers are parallel to the ceiling, to the sky. And now release the hands down and let's do the other interlock. So turn the palms again, push the inner elbows in and lift your hands up. So lifting the hands up, look at your fingers, press the fingers towards the ceiling. Press the inner elbows in and release the shoulders down. Push the chest forward, release the waist back and press the buttock bones down. Your shins are still pressing into the floor. And now release. And come back to Virasana. And now stretch your hands up to the ceiling again. And now from there, turn the left hand, take it towards the right thigh, take the right hand behind you and turn. So you're still pressing the buttock bones into the mat. And now lift the spine up on the inhalation, turn on the exhalation. So the idea of it is to stretch the vertebrae first. That's why on the inhalation we inhale and turn on the exhalation. So you're creating space for your vertebrae to turn. So again, inhale, lift, exhale, turn. And now inhale, take your hands up to the ceiling. Stretch the chest up, press the buttock bones down, waist back. Keep the lumbar long. And now take your right hand onto the left side, left hand behind you and turn. So again, inhale, lift the spine, separate the vertebrae and exhale, turn. So turn from the waist, keeping both buttock bones onto the support, pressing onto the support. And now come back to the center, lift your hands up and stretch once more. And now release the hands down. And now lift your buttocks up, remove the support if you can, and sit in between your ankles. So you're sitting on the floor now, and we're going to do the same sequence again. So lift your hands up to the ceiling first. Release the shoulders down. Keep pressing the shins down, pressing the knees down. And now release. And then again, interlock your fingers, roll the palms out, move your inner elbows in, and now lift your hands up to the ceiling. So look at your fingers. Again, they should be stretching towards the ceiling, parallel to the ceiling. Keep lifting the chest, waist back, press the buttock bones in. And now release the hands, and let's do the other interlock. Roll the palms out, elbows in, lift your hands up to the ceiling. So stay in that pose for as long as you can. It's more strenuous. If you can't go all the way down to the floor, stay up on the support. And now exhale and take the hands down, and then lift your hands up to the ceiling, and now take the left hand forward onto the thigh, take the right hand back and turn again. So pressing the buttock bones into the support or the floor, lift your chest up, inhale, exhale, turn the trunk. So you're turning from the waist. And if you look at your chest, see if you can turn it some more. And now inhale, lift your hands up to the ceiling again. And from there, take your right hand up onto the left side, left hand behind you, and turn again. So pressing the buttock bones into the floor. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, turn. So again, if you look at your chest, see if you can turn it some more, keeping your buttock bones on the floor, turning from the waist. And now inhale, lift your hands up. And now release the hands down, and let's just quickly go to Adho Mukha Svanasana. So hands forward, lift your buttocks up and extend your legs back. So Adho Mukha, to release the tension from the knees. So stay in Adho Mukha, opening the back of the legs, and now go down to Adho Mukha Virasana. Separate the knees, bring the heels together and release the buttocks down. And now take the forehead down, but keep stretching the chest forward. Press the buttocks down, roll the upper arm out. Keep your hands straight. Keep your thumbs facing each other. Spread the rest of the fingers. And now see if you can wriggle the hands forward some more. Heels down, buttocks onto the heels. And now inhale and come up. Come back to Dandasana now. Stretch your legs in front of you. And now we're going to Baddhakonasana and Upavista Konasana. So you might need your belt. Hold the inner thighs and now draw the knees out to the side. Bring your heels towards the perineum. So press the feet into each other. Hold your ankles and now pulling onto your ankles, lift the chest up. Roll the shoulders back and down and take the knees down as much as you can. Keep pressing the soles of the feet into each other. So keep stretching the chest forward, push the dorsal in, and now take your hands behind the legs by the hips, lift the groins up and bring the groins closer to the legs. So see if you can open the knees some more. Keep pressing the soles of the feet into each other, and now from there let go of the ankles, lift the hands up to the ceiling. So stretch up, keeping the legs pressing down. The legs are still pressing down, although you've got your hands up. And now release down. So now see if you can go down on the support. So remove some support. If you're sitting on two blocks, sit on one block. And now interlock the fingers. Hold your outer feet, lift your chest up, and now press the knees down some more. So still, the soles of the feet are pressing into each other, your chest is still lifting. And now see if you can let go of the legs and lift the chest again, lift the hands up to the ceiling. So stretch the sides of the body up, keep pressing the soles of the feet together, press the knees down. And now exhale and take the hands down. And now stretch the legs in front of you. So now you might need to sit on the blanket for Upavista Konasana, which is actually better because the buttocks are pressing into the support that is softer, so they can retain the shape and you can feel the buttock bones more. So stretch your legs in front of you to start with, and now hold the inner thighs, and now stretch both legs to the sides simultaneously. So now press the heels down, lift the toes up to the ceiling, and now from there, take the hands behind the legs by the hips, lift the hips up and bring the groins forward so you can open the legs some more. Keep pressing the legs down, and now press the palms by the hips, lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back and down. So keep lifting the chest, stretching the sides of the body, your legs are still straight. And now inhale, lift the hands up to the ceiling, you're lifting the chest up. So lift, 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 pushing the chest forward, stretching the sides of the trunk up, but pressing the buttock bones down. So keep the legs straight, keep your toes moving towards you, heels away from you. Push in the dorsal forward, waist back, lumbar long. And now exhale, and still lifting the chest, place the hands by the hips again and press down. And let's go up again. So lift your hands up to the ceiling. And now turn your left hand forward. Place it in between both legs. Take your right hand behind you and turn. Turn towards the left leg. Turn towards the right leg. So you're twisting from the waist. The trunk is turning towards the leg. The left leg is still pressing down. So keep both legs pressing down to the floor. And now inhale, lift the hands up to the ceiling. And now turn the other way. So now take the right hand forward, left hand back, and turn towards the left leg. Turning from the waist again. Inhale, lift the trunk. Exhale, turn. So it's the same principle as we did in Virasana. Keep pressing the legs down. The toes are lifting up towards the ceiling, towards you. And now inhale, come up. Lift your hands up and now go forward with the hands. See if you can hold the toes. So pull onto the toes, lift the chest up, release the shoulders down. Keep pressing the legs down. And now let go of the toes and see if you can go forward with concave back. So still looking up. Keep your toes up, 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 heels down. And now extend the hands forward. And now inhale, come up. Lift your hands up to the ceiling, release the hands down, and bring your legs together. And now from Dandasana on the floor, let's go to Paripurna. So take your hands behind you, and now lift your legs straight up to the ceiling. And now take your hands forward, lift your chest up, push the heels away, toes towards you, and bring your chest towards the legs towards your chest. So keep moving the dorsal in, stretch the hands forward, and now exhale and go down. So remember, you've got the belt there. If you can't, lift the legs straight up. Let's do it again. So take your hands behind you, shift the weight towards the back of the trunk, and now lift your legs up to the ceiling. Stretch your hands forward, lift the chest up. Keep your hands straight, heels away from you, toes towards you, and keep moving the chest towards the legs towards the chest. And now exhale and release the legs down. Come back to Dandasana. And now rest down again in Adho Mukha Virasana. So separate your knees, bring your heels together, and release the buttocks down. Stretch the hands forward. Release the forehead down. Keep stretching the hands, rolling the upper arm out. So keep moving the chest forward, the hands forward. Keep them straight. Keep lifting the elbows up, but pressing the armpits down. Shoulders away from the neck. Buttocks are pressing into the heels. And now inhale and come up. Forward bends now. Start from Dandasana. Bring your buttocks towards the edge of the brick. So hold your buttocks and now lift the buttock flesh up towards the shoulders. So lift it back and out. And now stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Turn your palms to face forward and just stretch forward to Paschimottanasana as far as you can. Hold your outer feet or hold your toes if you can. And now keep lifting the chest forward. Stretch your head forward and release the trunk down. So just go down. And now inhale, come up. And let's do that again. So this time with the belt. Separate your legs hip width apart. And now wrap the belt around the balls of the feet. Hold your belt with straight hands. So lift the toes up to the ceiling, heels away from you, push the chest forward. And now gradually bring your chest forward, keeping your back concave for as long as you can. Press your legs down, keep looking up, keep lifting the chest forward. Stretch the sides of the body forward and up. And now gradually extend the trunk along the legs. So see if you can hold the feet, pull on the feet, And now extend the trunk along the legs. So press the trunk down, press the legs down. Move the shoulders away from the neck. And now inhale, come up and come back to Dandasana. So let's go to Virasana now. Take your right knee out to the side. Hold the ankle of the right foot and turn the sole of the foot to the ceiling. So remember to have support for your knee. If you can't, press it into the floor. Have your belt by the left foot. And before you go down, let's just press the knee back so it's going beyond the pelvis. You've got more space for the foot to turn now. Keep pressing the left leg straight and forward. And now turn the trunk, pushing your right hand into the knee. Take your left hand by the side and turn the trunk towards the left leg. And now from there, hold the belt and start with concave back. So push the chest forward. And again, press the buttock bones down and now extend the trunk forward, keeping the back concave. See if you can hold the foot, pull on the foot and extend the trunk along the left leg. So turn the right side of the trunk down. Stretch both sides of the trunk evenly. Move the shoulders away from the neck. And go forward. And now inhale, come up. Come back to concave back. Stay with concave back. And now come back up. And let's do the other side. So now hold the left inner thigh. Take the knee out to the side. Hold the ankle and turn the foot, the sole of the foot to face the ceiling. So press that knee down. Again, pull the buttock flesh back and out. And now push onto the left thigh. Move that knee behind the pelvis as much as you can. Keep the right leg stretching. And now take the right hand by the hip and turn the trunk towards the right leg. So keep pressing the left knee down. You've got space for the foot to turn. You're turning from the waist towards the right leg. And now loop the belt around the foot, the ball of the foot. Hold the belt and push the chest forward. So again, before we stretch forward, keep the back concave. Lift your toes up, heel away from you. And now extend forward, still with concave back. So keep the concave back for as long as you can. Keep that stretch in the front trunk. And now extend the trunk along the leg. And release the trunk down, release the head down. Push the left side of the trunk now down. Stretch both sides of the trunk evenly down and forward. Press the right knee down. And now inhale, come up. Come back to concave back. And now come back up. So join the legs again. We're going to Paschimottanasana again. So hold your belt. And now loop the belt around the balls of the feet. This time your legs are together. So press the chest forward. And again, work with concave back for as long as you can. Press the chest forward, toes up, heels away from you. And now again, wriggle your hands up the belt. Hold the feet or the toes. And pull on the feet. Extend the trunk along the legs. So press the legs down. Move the shoulders away from the neck. Move the shoulders away from the neck and keep extending the trunk down. Keep your kneecaps pressing down. Your chest moving forward. And now inhale, come up. Lift your hands up to the ceiling and come back to Dandasana. And now we're coming back to another twist, to Virabhardasana. We've done it already in the course. So start with Dandasana in the middle of the mat. Stretch your legs in front of you. And now bend your knees. Bring your knees up towards the ceiling. And have your heels as close to the buttocks as possible. Stretch your trunk along the legs, holding the shins. And now catch hold of the right ankle. take your right foot to the left. The foot is facing to the side. And now hold the left ankle and bring that left leg onto the right leg. The shin of the left leg is on the arch of the left foot. Face your knees forward and now press the hands by the hips onto the floor, onto your support, and lift the chest up. And now stretch your arms up to the ceiling. And now turn to the right. Place the left hand onto the right thigh, right hand behind you, and turn. So you can hold the block behind you, the edge of the block, and again, inhale, lift, and exhale, turn. Keep the trunk vertical. Keep pressing the hand onto the thigh and the other hand into the edge of the support. Keep both buttock bones pressing firmly into the support. And again, inhale, lift, exhale, turn. So you're turning from the waist. Remember about stretching the vertebrae first. So inhale, stretch the vertebrae, exhale, turn. And now exhale and come back to the center and stretch the legs in front of you. And let's go the other way. So again, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, and now catch hold of the left ankle. Bring your left foot to the right. It's facing to the side, and now hold the right ankle and bring the leg onto the arch of the left foot. Your knees are facing forward, press the buttock bones down, and now place the hands by the hips, stretch the chest up to the ceiling. And now lift your hands up to the ceiling, turn to the left, take the right hand onto the left thigh, left hand behind you, and turn again. So inhale, lift the spine, exhale, turn. You're still on both buttock bones, and your knees still should be facing forward. So keep turning from the waist, pressing your hand into the hip, into the thigh, pressing your hand into the thigh. The left hand is behind you. So again, inhale, lift, exhale, turn. So now when you look at your waist, see if you can turn some more. And now inhale, stretch the arms up to the ceiling, and now release the hands down, stretch the legs in front of you. And now let's go to Marichyasana and let's do the twist. Okay, so we're doing the twist on the inside of the bent leg. So bend your right knee, bring the heel towards its own groin, and now extend the trunk along the thigh, holding the shin. The left leg is straight, it's stretched in front of you, and you're sitting on the edge of the support. So push the sacrum in, push the chest forward. And now lift your right hand up to the ceiling and extend the hand forward. So we're not going forward, we're doing the twist now. Hold the toes of the left leg, take the left hand behind you, and with the right hand pressing into the inner knee, turn to the left. So turn from the waist. Again, inhale, lift, exhale, turn. Release the left shoulder down. Keep the left leg pressing down. And now inhale and come back to Dandasana. Now let's do the left leg. So lift the left knee up to the ceiling, bring the heel towards the left groin, lift your left hand up to the ceiling, and now hold the right toes. The right leg is stretched in front of you, and now take the right hand behind you and turn. So again, turning from the waist, inhale, lift the spine, exhale, turn, press the left hand into the knee and turn some more. So still the left leg is pressing into the hand. The right leg is stretched. And now come back to the center, stretch both legs in front of you. And now we're stretching forward in Marichyasana. So now bend the right knee, bring the heel towards its own groin. You might need a bow to stretch forward, so keep it handy. Keep the left leg stretched in front of you. And now hold the shin, lift your chest up to the ceiling, and now stretch your right arm up and go forward, hold the foot or hold the belt in both hands. So bring the left hand to the outer foot, and now pressing the buttock bones down, stretch the trunk forward. So go to concave back first, and now release the trunk down as much as you can. So keep pulling onto the foot, take the elbows out and release the trunk down. Press the right knee into the trunk. Keep both buttock bones pressing down. And now inhale, come up, and let's change the legs. So now the left leg up, the left heel is moving towards its own groin. The right leg is stretched in front of you, and you're still pressing your buttock bones firmly. Stretch the left hand up to the ceiling, and now take it towards the foot, hold the belt, bring the right hand on the outer foot, and again, stretch the trunk. So stretching the trunk forward in concave back first, push the chest forward, and now extend the trunk along the leg as much as you can. Bring that left knee into the trunk, press both buttock bones into the support. Bend the elbows out and release the shoulders down. So keep stretching the trunk forward, and now inhale and come up. And one last time we're going to Paschimottanasana. So now stretch your hands up to the ceiling, and now just release the trunk down without holding the legs. So press your hands down into the mat, release the trunk down, release the shoulders down. And now inhale and come up, lift your hands up to the ceiling and come back to Dandasana. And now we're going to Supta Baddhakonasana and Supta Virasana. So you need your bolster behind you, you need your blanket. And remember, if you can't sit down in Virasana, don't go all the way down. So you're going to stay in Virasana. I'll show you how to do it. So let's go to Supta Baddhakonasana first. So sit in front of the bolster, bring your heels towards the perineum with your knees pressed down to the side. So bring the heels as close to the perineum as you can. And now from there, release the trunk down. So start releasing the trunk down from the waist up onto the bolster. And now have your blanket for your neck. So extend the neck onto the blanket. Keep your chest lifting, your abdomen receding. And now lift your buttocks up to the ceiling and just slide your hands down the buttocks so you can extend the lumbar onto the bolster towards the floor. Keep your heels as close to the perineum as possible. Keep your knees extending to the sides. And now lift your hands up to the ceiling and stretch the hands back and over. Hold your elbows and stretch the sides of the spine. So keep your elbows onto the bolster. If your bolster is too short, keep the blocks behind or any support level with your bolster. So pull onto your elbows and stretch the sides of the trunk. Keep lifting the chest, releasing the shoulders down. So keep the space between the neck and the shoulders. And now hold the elbows the other way. And again, stretch the elbows back, lift the chest up. Keep pressing the soles of the feet, releasing the knees down. So you're stretching the sides of the trunk, lifting the chest. The abdomen is receding. And now undo your hands. Bring the elbows down and lift up. And now we're going to Supta Virasana. So kneel in front of your bolster. Have your knees together. Ankles up by both sides of the buttocks. So before you kneel down, pull the calf flesh back and out. And you're sitting on the floor. Just a reminder that if you can't sit down on the floor, don't do Supta Virasana. Take a block. Place it underneath. So you're going to practice Virasana, stretching up in, stretching your hands up in Baddhakonasana. Okay? Otherwise, if you can't go down on the floor, sit in front of the bolster, and again, come down onto your elbows. And before you go all the way down, lift the buttocks up and slide your hands down the buttocks, pressing the shins down and keeping the knees together if you can. And now release the trunk down onto the bolster. And now you can bring the elbows in and tuck the elbows in, lift the chest up. So keep extending the neck onto the blanket. And now again, lift your hands up to the ceiling, take them back and over and hold your elbows. So you're stretching the sides of the spine, drawing your elbows back. But keep the shoulders moving down, keep your chest lifting, your lumbar is long. So again, lift it up, lift the buttocks up, and now release them down, keeping the lumbar long. And now change the hold of your elbows. And again, draw your elbows back. Keep lifting the chest up. The abdomen is receding. Keep your knees together if you can, but you can separate them slightly if it's too much, if there is too much pull on your front thighs. And keep stretching the sides of the body by drawing the elbows back. And now let go of your elbows. Bring the hands by the sides of the trunk. Come up to Virasana. And one last time, press the hands in front of you, walk the legs back and come up to Adho Mukha Svanasana. So now it should be much easier to stretch the spine up to the ceiling, press the heels down, open the back of the legs. And release and come down. And now get ready for the inversion. So you need your pad and your chair and the blanket. Have your pad ready. So have your 4 blocks underneath the blanket. And now just remember that when you go down, your C7 and the shoulders should be on the pad. So we've done that already. I've given you a lot of instructions for that. And now stretch your hands behind you and push the chair away from you. So that's the distance you need the chair at for your legs. And now bring the hands back over, place them underneath the buttocks, bend your knees, and now launch your legs up and over towards the chair, support your back, tuck your toes under, heels up towards the ceiling, and you're lifting the sides of the trunk in Halasana. So support your back, bring the elbows in and press the elbows into the support. So keep lifting the sides of the trunk. Keep your neck on the support. So stay in Halasana, pushing the thighs to the ceiling, pushing the heels to the ceiling, straight legs. And now lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Keep it vertical. Push the heel up, toes towards you. Lift the left hip up so your hips are level. The left leg is still straight on the chair. So keep lifting the sides of the trunk, moving the hands down towards the shoulders, pressing the elbows in. And now release the leg down and take the left leg up. So lift the heel up to the ceiling. The leg is vertical. Keep the right leg straight onto the chair. Lift the right hip up so the hips are level. Keep lifting the sides of the trunk, moving the elbows in. So the leg is still lifting, and now release and bring the legs together onto the chair. So back to Halasana. And now lift the right leg up, lift the left leg up and come to the shoulder stand. So lift the front body up, supporting your back all the time. Bring some weight onto the elbows. So take the legs back, tuck the buttocks in. So it's Tadasana legs. Keep the legs stretching up. your legs become one leg. So press the inner legs together, grip the hips and lift up from the hips. And now take the attention to your dorsal spine and now lift the dorsal spine up as well. So the base of the pose is firm, that's your elbows, but your dorsal spine is actually lifting. So keep the legs straight, toes towards you, heels away from you. Push the legs back. Keep that pose, keep breathing. Again, refresh it. So take the hands down the back, towards the shoulders, lift the legs, push the buttocks in. Heels away from you, towards the ceiling, toes towards you. And now take the right leg down, take the left leg down and come back down to Halasana. So stay in Halasana, pushing the hips up, still supporting the back. Press the thighs back, press the knees up towards the ceiling. And now transfer your hands onto your buttocks, bend the knees and carefully unroll. And today we're doing Viparita Karani. So it's a pose that we do at the wall. So let me show you first. So I'm starting with the side at the wall and then the legs are straight on the wall, the buttocks are pressing into the wall and the hands are by the sides of the trunk. And in this pose the legs are active, so the toes are moving towards you, the heels are moving away from you, up along the wall. The kneecaps are pressing into the knee and the thighs are pushing back. And your abdomen is receding down onto the floor. So let's do it together. So sit by the wall with your left side to the wall with your knees bent and bring your buttocks into the wall as much as you can. And now lift your knees up, slide your legs up the wall and lift your legs up to the ceiling. So straighten the legs, place the hands along the trunk. So your buttocks are pressing into the wall, your legs are pressing into the wall, toes towards you, heels away from you. So your legs are in Tadasana and your neck is extending. So release the shoulders down, lift the chest up and let the abdomen recede onto the floor. So keep your legs together, keep your legs active. So press the kneecaps back into the wall. If your knees are hyperextending, control the movement in your front leg. So press the thighs, focus on the front leg. Press the kneecaps into the knee and press the heels away from you. Straight legs, remember. Let the abdomen relax completely. The palms are facing the ceiling. Keep your neck long. Move the chin towards the chest. Breathe in your own pace. Keep the legs active. So refresh the pose by straightening the legs, pushing the heels away from you, toes towards you. And now to go out of the pose, bend your knees, push the heels into the wall, roll onto your right side completely and press onto the left hand to come to sitting. Now we're going to Svanasana. Start with your knees bent, bring your buttocks towards the heels and now release the trunk down onto the mat. Have your blanket for the neck. Keep the neck long. So if your body is not entirely on the mat, you need to adjust yourself and keep the buttocks close to the heels And now lift your buttocks up, and again bring the buttock bones into the body. Turn your hip bones towards the chest, and now release the trunk down. Place your hands by the sides of the trunk, palms facing the ceiling, and now stretch. And now stretch the legs in front of you. So release the trunk completely. Close your eyes. Breathe through the nose. And adjust your blanket so it's pushing into the shoulders, reminding the shoulders to release down. Part your lips slightly. Let the tongue recede into the bottom of the mouth. Release the whole trunk down. Let the eyeballs recede into the bottom of the eye sockets. Keep breathing in your own pace. And now take your attention to the back body. Feel the back body pressing into the mat. And feel the force of gravity pulling you down. Keep breathing in your own pace. Relax the whole body. And now when you're ready, bend your knees, place your feet on the floor, roll onto your right side completely. Stay there for a couple of breaths. And now press down with the left hand to come to sitting. Keep your eyes closed. Sit with your legs crossed. Stretch the spine one more time. And now place your palms at the sternum. Release the shoulders down. Lift the chest. Press the legs down. Waist back. And now extend the back of the neck. Bow your head. Release the hands down on the thighs. Inhale. Lift your neck, your head. Exhale and open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. That was week 13. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, any concerns, and I'll see you in week 14.